Hey guys, welcome back. This is Storm and welcome to episode 154 of our single player Tiveden world. So we have updated to the Village Pillage update. There's been a few bug fixes that I was waiting for before we did the update. But we have upgraded now and all is good with the world. So you might have also noticed at the start there, I did a little sneaky upgrade path. I went to the .14 full release first before we went to 1.14.2. And that is because I wanted to get a few of these guys behind us. So these trader llamas, you can't actually get these to stay in your world in the latest version. They'll despawn when the wandering trader despawns, and you can't breed them, so that might get fixed in the future, but I couldn't risk it. I wanted to have a few of these llamas around, so I went to the 1.14 release first, and that's where you could keep these guys around, and then you could breed them as well. So I've got a few of them, brought some over to the desert village here. I've got quite a few more around by the swamp village area, so I'm glad to have a few llamas in my world. I've never have found naturally spawning llamas in my world here, so great to have a few of these guys around. So let's check a few things out. Let's see what's going on with these villagers. Are they happy? Are they sad? Looks like these guys are maybe a little domestic going on over there at the moment. You can see we've got some cats that are spawning in, which is pretty cool. What are these guys up to? Let's check out your trades. Like you've kept everything. You've got a mending book, which is nice. What do you have? Okay, so you need to be traded with. So I think I'm going to have a blend of villagers around here. Some of these will be maxed out, and some of them will be pretty much brand new villagers. It looks like the ones that had already been traded with have kept their trades. Let's check out one. Okay, well this is interesting. A few more trades on the way for this farmer. What's going on in here? I'm breaking through. I like you. So yeah, it looks like everything has upgraded okay with our villagers, and these guys look all happy. I do know the mechanics have changed somewhat though for how the iron golems will defend this area, so this village area is not actually as safe as it was in the earlier versions. Oops. Just like then, the iron golems walking into a cactus, which doesn't help. But it looks like we'll have to probably beef up the defenses a little bit if we want to keep these villagers here safe. So we'll have to think about that. But let's head over to the main island here. Looks like it's raining at the moment. That should be okay. You can see I've also crafted myself a couple of campfires. If I put one down here, these guys will probably walk into it. So I don't want to do that. But they are very cool blocks. Probably the best block in the game at the moment. I think most people would agree. It's just a really awesome block to have. So let's check out what's going on around here. Let's cruise on this way. I am keen to check out a few of my villages that we have around, particularly around by the farming area. So this is where we've got our double chest of emeralds. This was a precursor that I set for myself before we would upgrade. I've got my double chest now, and I am keen to see what's happening with our villagers in here. Are they happy? Whoa! There's a lot of consultation going on here. And I have more villagers. That's interesting. So I only ever had 2 villagers at this level and 2 in the line above, the row above rather. And these guys have duplicated. Is that what's happened? Ooh, I think a theory. If you've been following this series, you might know that I've had a few problems with in the past where I thought there might have been invisible villagers in here, because I would sometimes see the farmer villagers throw carrots at like a phantom looking villager that was right around there somewhere. I wonder if that's what's happened here. Maybe they've converted. Maybe they were there all along and now we can see them. I'm not sure. Either way, we've got 4 in here now and I only had 2 in there originally. What's going on at... Whoa, you guys are breeding. Oh, that's interesting. Looks like my whole island area here could end up being one large village, so that's going to be fun for the Illager patrols, but something to... check out. What's going on with you? Oh, that's right, you've got no profession, do you? No, you do not. Okay, that's interesting. Well, I'm not sure why these guys are going bananas here with all the different gossip going on. So, yeah, maybe I'll just leave you guys. Just talk it out. And looks like this villager guy here is still okay. Still got all the trades. Yep, same old. All good. Got some spare emeralds because we've got our double chest here full of emerald blocks. Bit of a grind, but it was well worth it in my opinion. I think these would come in handy in the future. But we've got a few extra play emeralds above there, so I'm sure I could put these into good use. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to leave these guys talk it out, have fun. We'll check out other parts of our world here. So let's take a look at these villages, make sure they still have their trades. I can see they've already mastered the art of leaving the doors open. Not very secure of you guys. You'll have to watch out for that. Now, who over here needed to be traded with? I'm thinking there's going to be one of you guys. Because it looks like these guys have kept their trades. All looks good here. And there's going to be one here I can trade with, I'm sure of it. Where are you, Mr. Blacksmith or Weaponsmith? It's one of you guys. You hiding in here? Nope. Okay. Horse is going crazy. Oh, here you go. What do you want to offer? You're going to give me emeralds, it looks like. Okay, let's do this trade. Okay, we don't... This is going to take a while to level up, actually. Now that I think about it. It's definitely going to take some time. How come this has been trampled? What's going on here? In fact, how is that even possible? You can't... Unless they're jumping... Oh, they're doing this, are they? I'll have to watch these guys. Is that what you're doing? If so, that is very bad, because this is going to allow mobs to spawn. Okay, we should have a hoe in here somewhere. I think inside this building, maybe. Let's take a look. Ooh, some extra emeralds in here. Let's grab this. And let's repair this area. Yeah, I'm not sure if these guys jumping around, is that a thing? Is that something we have to worry about? I mean, this has happened somehow. The world has only just been updated, so it is possible that things are a little glitchy still. Prefer that it's not, but anyway, can't always plan for these things. I love that squishy sound you get now in this update when you plant crops. It's pretty cool. So we'll have to keep an eye on that to make sure this area doesn't become lit up unintentionally at night time. In fact, what we can do, let's be extra cautious. Let's come over here. We do have in here, let's grab some of these seed pickles. We'll put these in those water source blocks, just so we get some extra light in this corner, just in case they do trample these crops. This is something we do have to be extra mindful of. This is going to light up this area here. Put that down again, and I guess we'll do here as well, why not? So just make sure we've got a bit of extra light sources around here. But it looks like these villagers are happy. Be keen to see, are they going to sleep in those bunks like that? I'm pretty sure they can't reach the third bed now. That was a change added to the game. But yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on these guys. So I'll come back and check up on you guys. Let's grab our rockets here. There is another villager we have over here. Keen to see, did you keep your profession? In fact, you're over here. Whoops. Totally flew into that. Alright, fine. Let's come down this way. Cool, here we go. Now, you were a fisherman in here. Oh, that's a rabbit. Wondering what that was. What are you now? Are you still... Oh, I believe you're a cartographer. Is that what you are? Yes, you are. Interesting. Okay, you must have always been a cartographer. Given all these trades you have unlocked. Oh, okay, this is interesting. So this is where we've got a combination of the old trades and new trades stacked together. So that's why we've got 2 paper trades here. That is interesting. We'll probably have a few villages like that because our village is a little old in our world. So that's something for us to... Isn't that a nice view? Looking out over those palms. So yeah, maybe we should redecorate this because I've pretty much made this little hut here to, as you can see, like a fishing theme. But if you're a cartographer, maybe I should make this a little bit more exploration themed. This is where you can come and grab your supplies just before you head out into the open seas. Yeah, maybe that's something we should think about. Now, do we have any other villages? I know we've got at least one. We've got one right over here in this fisherman's hut. So, in here. Let's see what you've got yourself into. Okay, you've definitely switched. You're now a cleric, is it? You are. I don't think I had traded with you. Maybe that's why you've switched. So if I remove this, are you going to remove your profession? No? I have this guy trapped, but he still will not change his profession. He won't lose his profession. So I'm not sure what's up with that. I'm going to have to come back and revisit this guy later. But for now, what I want to do is just go over to this village again. Let's check up on the sleeping situation. Let's make sure there's no strange mobs going off in here. You left the door open. You're not sleeping. Why is that? In fact, many of you aren't. Well, that's unexpected. Why aren't you going to these beds? Is the other bed being used? Doesn't look like it. Well, that was very unexpected. This is trampled. No, I do need to repair that. No worries. There we go. But why aren't these guys sleeping? No one's sleeping. No one wants to sleep. Why is that? So to try and get these villagers here to sleep, I'm going to put down their work blocks just to see if that makes a difference. So let's try this out. This should be enough for each of the librarians we have around here and for the toolsmith. So what are you guys going to do now? You've all got a workstation. You've all got a bed. Are you going to sleep? Well, the answer is no. So another pretty awesome block we have in the game now are lanterns. So let's see if we can craft ourselves some. Do we have the recipe unlocked? No, we don't. I'm pretty sure it's just surrounding a torch with iron nuggets. There we go. Some lanterns. We craft some more. There we go. Awesome. Let's see if we can put them to good use. Is there a good spot in here for them? Now you can't put them on the sides of the walls, but we can hang them up like this. And I don't want to overdo it because I think it's going to be pretty easy to overuse these in your world. They're all nice and shiny and all nice and new. And they, let's face it, they do probably look better than a torch, but I think you have to find a right look for them as well. So even here it doesn't look perfect in this kind of layout, this kind of interior design here. So we'll have to think about when we use these and how we use them, but pretty awesome to have them in the game. So I'm not sure how to explain it, but this guy has finally lost his profession. I thought maybe having him standing there would be confusing with the fence. Maybe that was interrupting the pathfinding. But he has decided to lose the profession, so let's remove these. Now, if I put down a barrel now, did I keep them here? I think I've got them in here. Let's grab ourselves a barrel. Now, where are we going to put this? Maybe in the place of where we've got this? Can I move this? Okay. Alright, so you've got that profession. Now I want to lock that in. So let's... Oh, in fact, what do I need to trade with? I need string. And of course I don't have string. Do I have string in here? I do not. I have to have a string here somewhere. Do I have the string? Let's see if this is going to be enough. I don't know how many times I have to trade actually before it locks in. I'm going to guess only once. Does that mean you've now kept that trade? Now you won't show any sparkles or anything, but if I remove this, do you keep your profession or not? I'm pretty sure you will. Yeah, I think we'll lock this guy in now. So we'll have to think about this as we deal with villagers in the future. We have to have workstations. They have to have pathfinding to it. I'm not sure how this is going to work with the sleeping arrangements. If they need a block, maybe an air block at either side of the bed now. So that's something we'll have to just keep an eye on. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to playing with these new villagers and see how we can use them in different ways. So in our blacksmith building here, I'm going to change out these furnaces with the blast furnace, and I'll probably do the same for the auto smelter, where we've got a hidden away furnace back in here somewhere. You can't see it, but that's what makes these items go into this chest. And I was just noticing when I was cooking up some of the smooth stone, which is a new block in the game, well, new in survival anyway, I think. But when you're using these regular furnaces now, see how that the actual colour of the furnace itself is brighter now when the whole thing's lit on? I don't think it was like that before. Was that like that before? Maybe I'm imagining things, but I think that's new. Yeah, I think it is. Anyway, so let's grab ourselves some of these. Now we should be able to craft ourselves one. Not sure. Let's see if I remember the recipe. It's something like this, isn't it? Something like that? Yeah, there we go. Blast furnace. Where is that in my recipe here? Oh, there it is. Fine. Okay, let's grab a few of these and let's see what it looks like. I just plonk it up there. Ooh, looks nice and mean. Is there anything I can cook in there? Let's grab something. It's got to be something. Let's grab some extra stone. Oops. Oh, we can't do that. Interesting, but I can do that in a regular furnace. Well, things you learn. I'm pretty sure this villager is a leather worker because we have the cauldron here. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this. And let's see what happens to this guy. What's he going to do? Is he going to freak out? lose this profession. I'm sure I've got other cauldrons around here, so you're just going to find the next closest one. Could be. Alright, so I need to remove all of these then, it seems. Find the other cauldron over here. And do I have some more? Yep, he's found this one over here. Alright, you're like a cauldron-seeking missile. Oh, okay, now you've found... What did you find now? A brewing stand, looks like. Okay. Is that because there's one in here? Probably. Yep, there is. Alright, let's get rid of that. Now what? Okay, now you're a librarian. Is that because of this one? So I want to convert you to an armorer though. That's why I've got these blast furnaces on me. Let's put one down anyway. Just in case. Let's put it there maybe? No, let's put it over there. This is something that's going to be a lot easier when you're establishing a villager area in your new world or in a new part of your world. But if you've got existing villages and existing blocks around your place, this is the struggle. This is how you how do you keep track of these guys to know who is allocated to which block of interest here? That's pretty impossible to do in survival. Where did this guy even... See, I don't even know which is... I think it's this villager. Yeah, there we go. Now, I'm not sure how to do this. The fisherman problem that we had over in our fisherman's hut area, I think that was just fluke. Why it actually switched trades in the end. Maybe we can try and corner you and then make you lose your point of presence pathfinding ability. Something like that. So I finally figured out how to change the profession of our villager friend here, and it occurred when I let the full day cycle go through, and I noticed that when the other villagers were in here using their workstation block, that is when the profession was lost, because I came up, I could take a look, and I could see the profession was removed. So it seems to be whenever they can't access their workplace block when they should be working, that is when the profession is reset. That's assuming you haven't traded with the villager yet. And that's when the profession got removed. So this was the closest workstation block that was unclaimed at the time, this blast furnace. So that's how we got this guy converted into an armorer. So that's exactly what we wanted. And I'm going to guess we have the same kind of problem with beds. Maybe that's why these guys aren't sleeping, because other villagers in our world have, for whatever reason, claimed these beds. So if I were to remove these, I'm going to... Whoops. I'm going to guess when I put these back down, because these villagers are now the closest, they will claim them. So let's test that theory. So it turns out I wasn't quite right with my theory. The problem was where we had the triple bunk set up. So that when there's 3 beds stacked on top of each other, that was freaking out the villagers. They didn't want to sleep in any of the beds, or if they did, they didn't stay in the bed for all that long. They would keep getting up throughout the night. So I've noticed when I've removed the 3rd bunk on each of these, they are both working fine. Both villagers are happily sleeping away. And that means I was short of some beds, so I've put some extra bunks into here. This one is looking to have his toes hanging out the end of the bed, which is interesting. But we do have enough beds in here now, and this is all good. I had to raise the height of this building here to make it all fit. But it's all good. These villagers are all happy now, all sleeping away. So let's get rid of this. Just stopped raining, which was nice as well. So a bit more time has passed, and I've noticed there's an iron golem that has spawned in here now, which is pretty cool. Although I'm sure he will struggle to navigate around this area. There's a pretty tight squeeze around the sides of these buildings, so good luck defending that area. Just don't attract any creepers or anything, that'll be pretty disastrous. And while I was over here, I had to repair a little creeper blast, but whoops. Yeah, well, don't worry about that. I had a creeper blast here that I had to repair, so I made a few little modifications. And while I was doing that, I noticed this guy had turned up. So I have already traded once with him, with a tropical fish. There's not really much else here that I want to do a trade with. I guess this is a new flower that I don't have yet. But I could go over probably to the flower forest area that I have, and maybe I can get some of those new flowers there. But it's pretty cool. They want to come and say hi and check out what's going on in our world here. So thanks for that. So what I think I will do is head over to our flower forest area and see if there's any changes there, because there are new flowers added to the game. Or at least, I think it's 2, right? I think there's 2 main ones, excluding the wither rose. I think there's 2 other ones, so maybe there's going to be some changes to how flowers will spawn around our flower forest area. So let's head out there and see if that's the case. So here we are at the flower forest area, and I'm just going to try each of these farms to throw, let's just put a little bit of bone meal in. Let's just see if we get some different flowers now, because with those 2 extra flowers, position of existing flowers might spawn in different spots now. You can see that was pretty laggy. So that's interesting. What's going on here? What did I get? Some kind of new recipe. Interesting. Fair enough. Okay, that one looked pretty much the same, although I haven't let it run for too long. Let's try this other farm up here. If you haven't seen this area, this is where I have some automatic flower harvesting sections. So in here we get some of these flowers, and I think the pink tulips, isn't it? Yeah, pink tulips. Alright, so let's see what we get now. Let's just throw in... that'll do. Don't need much. This should hopefully tell us what's going to generate here. Well, okay. Oh, really? Everything's changed here. That was unexpected. What are these? Cornflowers, and we're getting some of these other ones, right? Which are Lily of the Valley. I wonder if this other farm in here gives us something different. Well, I think this is different as well, isn't it? Because wasn't this giving us red poppies before? Let's take a look at the chest down here. What were we getting here before? So alliums I'm still getting, so that's okay. Poppies, and yeah, I think this is different now, because what was I getting? I was getting these now as well. Azure Bluet, however you pronounce that. So things have changed. So if you do have some flower farms in your world, you might want to go check them out since upgrading to the Village and Pillage update, because looks like things are going to be repositioned. At least they are for me. I wonder if that's common with everyone. Let's just plant... Yeah, look at this. I'm getting a lot more of these now, where I was getting mostly red poppies in here before, so that is definitely a change. Well, this is interesting. I'm now over by the jungle biome that is right next to our flower forest area, and I was just flying around, and I didn't realize it wasn't recording, but I found myself one stalk, I don't know, what do you call it, with one shoot of bamboo. I've managed to get that, which is pretty cool. I actually thought I had explored all of this jungle biome, but obviously not. Now I've just found this parrot, so can I jump up and get this guy though? Nice colourful one. You're very hungry. Are you going to get on my shoulder now? It's not safe. So we need to get out of here. Are you... Okay, you're on the shoulder. Now, how do we do this? I could craft myself a boat, I guess. Is that the easiest way? Although I think I can just fly and you'll teleport to me, right? I think that's what will happen. Let's just try that. Let's just go to here. Okay, you've teleported to here. Okay. So we're not far. We're almost made it home here. And I'm pretty sure we have to go small distances though. Otherwise this guy will get lost. We should be able to make it back now though. Let's come in over here. There we go. Nice. You can sit down. You can greet us as we walk past here. That's pretty cool. So we have bamboo. We should plant some of this around here maybe. This might be a good area for it, given that it is a nice, colourful area full of life. Maybe having some bamboo over here will be pretty cool as well. So it's been about a Minecraft day. You can see how much of the bamboo has now grown. I think it looks quite nice. You can see some bamboo around here as well. I probably will plant a little bit more bamboo around some other sections, particularly around this other structure we have down here. Whoops. I think that could look good. So I think we'll do that. But I am going to head out now to the jungle biome where we found the bamboo originally. I want to see if there's any extra bamboo out there, or if it's just a jungle biome, or is there actually heading into a bamboo forest. So I'm pretty sure pandas will spawn only in a bamboo forest, not in a normal, regular jungle biome like this, although you can get some stalks of bamboo in this when it's generated in the 1.14 update. So let's go around here. It was around here somewhere, which is where I found... There we go. There's the bamboo. So this is new terrain out here. So we should have some new parrots even out here as well. Now this looks like a new terrain. This is tiger biome, maybe. Not sure. Now I'm not sure how far around I actually went when I first came out this way looking for parrots, because this, if this is all new terrain, that means we've got this. Is this like a tiger biome? I think it is a tiger biome. It means we could get a village out here, and we could also get some foxes. Oh, Hey, there we go. Speaking of the devil, we have ourselves a village. Check that out. It looks like we've got a nice viewing platform up here. That's pretty cool. Is there a house or something up here? No, it's just quite a large village, it looks like. There's probably... Oh, there we go. Got some foxes, and we've got some sweet berry bushes. Look at that. These guys are already harvesting. Let's waste no time here, because these will despawn. Jeez, these guys are hungry. There's a cat out here. Jeez, it's full of wildlife out here. Now, are you guys friendly? Whoops. Now, you should be able to get tamed, right? Let's see if I can tame this guy. Although it looks young. Oh. Are you my friend? I think you're my friend now, right? Let's see if there's another fox out here, because I want to be able to breed them. Grab a few of these. Why not? Whoa. Okay, quite vicious. Where do those other foxes go? I think they ran off in this direction. Cat's freaking me out a little bit. There we go, there's another fox. So there's a baby one there, so let's see if I can sneak up on you guys. And I can tame you, because I need two to be able to breed them. They are running away. Slow down, buddies. I want to feed you. Where did they go? Ocelot down there. Okay. Come on. He's coming up. Yes. Awesome. So if I can somehow get you to come and follow me, which I don't know if they will. Will they follow me? Let's find out. Does not look like it. Well, that's disappointing. We'll have to find a way to get these close to each other so we can get them to breed. And then we get some pet foxes. That'll be pretty cool. Let's take a look at what we have going on in this village. We've got a weaponsmith, is it? Yep. This is just a regular house. What other buildings do we have around here? We've got, I think that's a masoner, is it? Not exactly remember. Yeah, stonemason, right? Stone cutter. Fair enough. And, alright, got your trades going on. This is just a regular house. Do we have, what's this building? That's a house. And this one is a house as well, isn't it? Yep. So it doesn't look like we've got too many professions, although we've got some more buildings over here. What's this one? It's just a normal house, alright, fair enough. And the cat's going a little crazy. So, yeah, it looks like we've got a few buildings. It's not the most safest village here. I'm sure these villagers would have a tough time at night. So maybe we can try and help out a little bit. This Iron Golem's just having a good time here, trying to get along, bonding with the villagers, it looks like. So that's pretty cool. What do we have? Oh yeah, this guy's just chilling out. No worries, we've got two masoners then. And what do we have in here? This is just a normal house, right? Cool. Very nice. Pretty happy with this village. So I've just realised how long this episode is getting, so I think we should wrap things up. But before we do that, there's something very important that I need to do. We have to come over to this building. You should all know what this is. This is my donation building. This is where we get the awesome donations, and I want to say thank you for that. So we have a new spot over here, and we're going to try something different where we've had all blocks used so far. Now we're going to use some bamboo. So my very first bamboo shoot in a pot plant. So that's pretty cool. Let's grab ourselves this thing. Put down the sign. There we go. So the sign is now in place. Thank you, Morgan Void, for that lovely donation. I really appreciate that. You can tell from the date I'm a little bit behind, so really apologies about that. But I did notice the donation in the end, so thank you again for that. And while I'm in here, I'm thinking there's a few things I should do to change the look of this building. There's a few extra details I think we can add, so more on that in future episodes as well. Anyway, I'm going to leave the video here. Thanks for watching, stay awesome, and more Village and Pillage update in the next episode. Thanks again, see you guys very soon. Cheers. Mr. Invisible. Have to be careful of splash damage here. So let's use the axe. Okay, that's all good.